What is going on YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Max, and I know it's been a long time since I did a video. A lot of things been going on. I think the last time we spoke I was sick, got sick again. Oh my God. Other things was going on as well too, but you know what, I had to get my butt up and start doing some more videos for you guys. So yeah, so today I'm going to be doing another Best Buy visit. I want to see what type of TVs that they have on display today. So if you could do me a favor first by hitting that like and subscribe button, I greatly appreciate it. And yeah, let's see what we have out there at Best Buy and see if we can find any more new TVs besides just a Samsung S95F. Hopefully we can see the LG G5 and maybe the Sony, and hopefully we can see TCL and Hisense as well too. So we'll see and take a look and then go from there. But other than that, yeah, hope everyone enjoy. Alright, so the first thing that I want to go ahead and show is the QN900F. They finally got the new 8K television. And excuse the camera because I know it's a little bit of banding right now. It's a lot to do with the camera. So you can see the 85-inch right now is going for $5,500 for the QN900F. And so far it's decent. It's not as impactful, I could say, compared to the S95F QD OLED that I see to the top left compared to the QN900F. So you can see here, if you look at this comparison between each other, and you can see the off angle access. That S95F, as much as I don't care for the matte screen, but I mean, it seems like all of them have the matte screen finishes, but the S95F QD OLED is definitely superior when it comes to looking at these comparisons, and the S95F actually looks really good for what I'm looking at here. Besides the whole matte finish, there's a lot to do with preferences, but looking at this compared to all the other TVs and even the QN900F, it's without a doubt the S95F is the better TV. So I'm about to go ahead and go down and look at. So while I wait for the LG to take a look at the LG G5, they do have here the Sony Bravia 8 II on display. This is a 65-inch television. It's going for $3,500 at this moment, and QD OLED. And looking at this compared to the old Bravia 8, that's a W OLED from last year. Actually, I'm looking at the Mark II right now, and man, I think it looks really good. Now, compared to the S95F, I know that's going to be the whole debate, and the A95L, I know that's going to be a debate as well too. But looking at the Bravia 8 Mark II compared to the Bravia 8 from last year, there is a huge difference between those two. And when I'm looking at the impact, I mean, look at this. Look at the Spider-Man scene compared to both televisions, and you can see right here, looking at it. And let me see if I can get a better angle just to kind of show everyone right now. Yeah, if you had the Bravia 8 from last year and you are the type of person who is into Sony television, like to upgrade every single year, and you think about the Mark II and the differences, you can see here from this camera footage right now is, yeah, the Mark II, the QD OLED is really nice. Now, granted, I know the price. People are going to complain about the price. If we take price out of this and just specifically just talking about comparing each other, yeah, the Mark II is definitely a superior TV. And it is a nice television itself. So looking at both these TVs and doing their little demos right now. Now, if we are talking about the price, then you definitely have to put the S90F, the Samsung S90F, on this lineup if you're doing the comparison. And look at the S90F and compare it to the Bravia 8 Mark II. For the price of it, the S90F is definitely going to be the better value when it comes to both televisions. But it seems to be a lot to do with preferences as what people may look at here. So I think the Bravia 8 Mark II is a really nice TV, but it doesn't warrant the price that they're charging at the moment. Now, if they both going by with the same price, S90F pricing, then I don't know. I say this would be very close. It comes to what you're looking for when it comes to TVs, but looking at each other, this Mark II is a really nice television. And I'm just looking at this right now. Yeah, I'm impressed. I'm impressed with the TV. I know people are let down so far from when I'm looking at some of the reviews, but looking at from last year model and looking at the QD OLED model against the WOLED model of last year, there's a difference. Now I'm about to go ahead and walk over here to the G5 because that's why I think the moment of truth here. So you look in the middle here, you got the LG G5 in the middle, and you got the C5 at the top right. You got the 77-inch, and then you got the G5 at the bottom right, the 65-inch, and then the top left, you're looking at the B5, and below that, you're looking at the C5 as well too. So, looking at here, let's see if they could do a better demo. Man, this TV is crazy nice. Just looking at this compared to each other. G5 is a nice looking TV. You talking about impact? I definitely see the impact here. And I think anybody will be, oh man. This TV is bright. Just looking at the television right now. I think it's one of the brightest OLEDs that I think I've seen so far. Yeah, just looking at this compared to all the other ones, man, this television is nice. Let's see if I can watch it. Oh, look at this. I know it's just a basketball demo, but man, this G5 is killing it. Yeah, G5, this is definitely a superior TV. I know people say there's been issues with it. I don't know, it's been fixed with firmware updates. I know people is talking about HDR banding, especially when it comes to darker scenes. So I haven't seen that. I mean, of course I'm in Best Buy, so I can't really tell you if it's still an issue or not, but I know that people who are doing reviews on this TV has mentioned there have been firmware updates that fix a lot of those issues, so I don't know if that's still there or not. So yeah, I just wanted to take a look at this, and man, this TV is crazy nice. Yeah, if anybody picked this G5 up, I mean, this is definitely one of the top televisions. Now going against the S95F, I think the Samsung S95F is going to be a tad bit better, but yeah, just looking at that right now, we'll see. Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, even the off angles, I know people saying like the colors start to change based on the screen, but looking at this, yeah, anybody be happy. And then looking at the C5 compared to the G5 at the bottom and the left. Yeah, the G5 is a nice TV. And this, especially too, the G5 coming with that 5-year warranty, that panel warranty, so you're not gonna have an issue there, but just looking at this right now, yeah, anybody would be pretty much happy. And then if I go back, I know we're looking at Futurama demo, but yeah, anybody would be happy with this television. I think it's a good one. and want to see how the price is going to come out later this year, and then what other fixes that they need to do with the firmware updates. But it seems like LG is doing their job, hasn't fixed any issues, so that's a good thing. So we'll just see from there. So here is the Bravia 5 and the X90L, and look at it too. Yeah, the Bravia 5 is, it looks better than the X90L from what I'm looking at right here. Especially looking at this demo between each other. And I'm going to make sure in this video that I tag them correctly, but you can see to the right is the Bravia 5 and then to the left is the X90L that came out in 2023. And then if you pan out, we still got the Bravia 9 in the middle. You got the 2024 Bravia 8 to the top right. And then at the bottom right, you got the the A95L QD OLED, the 77-inch version. And then you got the top left Bravia 7. And then the bottom left, you got the Bravia 7 as well too. So one is the 85-inch at the bottom and the 75 inches at the top. Bravia 9 is still kicking ass here, but looking at it against the S95F or the G5 or even the Bravia 8 Mark II, those TVs are still going to be a better TV against the Bravia 9. In my opinion, from what I'm looking at here, I mean, the Bravia 9 is a beautiful television, but just looking at the G5, man, the S95F, those are really good TV. And don't get me wrong, the Bravia 8 Mark II is a really good TV as well. I think the Bravia 9 is going to be still a brighter television if you're looking for that impact as well, but the Bravia 8 Mark II is still going to be overall better TV. But if you need the size-wise, the Bravia 9 is still going to be the better out of all of them, except for the G5 and the G5. The S95F, on the other hand, is not QD OLED. When it's at 83 inches, it's still using a WOLED television. But so it's going to either be the Bravia 9 if you're looking for an 80, anything over a 75 inch or a 77 inch, or the G5. Now this is the QM7K. It's the 98-inch version, and this is their newest television that came out for 2025. And actually, this is a really nice television. I think the QM7 is going for $2,500 for a 98-inch. Man, it's a nice TV. Now, when it comes to impact-wise, I mean, G5 is going to have better impact. The Bravia 9 is going to have a better impact. Samsung, yeah, S95F, I already said that, is going to have a better impact on here. But one thing that those manufacturers don't have on TCL is the value-wise. And looking at $2,500 for a 98-inch is insane, the QM7K. And I'm just looking at this television right now. It is a nice TV. So if anyone is looking for a 98-inch for $2,500, yeah, the QM7K is a really good TV. It is 100 inch compared to the 7K. And actually, this is a pretty nice TV too. This is their latest television as well. And this one is going for $3,200 for the U7. And man, it's a pretty nice television as well. So that is the TVs for at Best Buy. So if you could do me a favor by hitting that like and subscribe button, I greatly appreciate it. There's some really good TVs out there, and there's a lot of good competition. Actually, I'm more impressed with the LG G5 than I thought it was. It was a really nice TV, but yeah, I'm about to go ahead and end the video. See you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye.